Southwest. You're 0 Romeo Mike. Keep your speed up down to the runway. Turn right at Alpha 5, straight into business jet. No delay off the runway, please. Have a good night.
Right 5, no delay, 2 to the runway.
Southwest 3560, request minimal speed.
Yeah, we're slowed, 3560.
Thanks. Southwest 2866, 5 and trail accompany, wind 330 at 5, runway 31 left, clear to land.
4 after on, so 936.
Southwest 1724, company's 2 mile final, winds at 320 at 5, RNAV Berry, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff, no delay please.
And runway 31 right, Jeff Takeoff, Southwest 1724.
Southwest 3560, company's rolling, wind 320 at 5, runway 31 right, clear to land.
31 right, clear to land, 3560.
Southwest 1724, contact low start departure, have a good night.
Oh, it's departure 1724.
Southwest 3560, thanks for your help, Mike 5, contact ground, have a good night.
Mike 5 over to ground, 3560.
Southwest 4927, 31 left.
Southwest 4927, love, tower 3.5 trail accompany, wind 340 at 5, runway 31 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 31 left, Southwest 4927. Tower, Southwest 2422 is on the visual, 31 left.
2422 left tower, continue runway 31 left, traffic will likely hold a position of citation.
Alright, continue at 31 left, 2422.
Southwest 50, Charlie 6, if it works for you, and contact ground. Have a good night.
We got it, we'll do it. South 50.
Alex 321, just bad timing for you there. I'm hoping for our next shot will be after the 3 mile final.
321, hoping 23.
Hey there, it's Runway DFW After Dark. Tonight, we come to you from Dallas Love Field, a little bit east of our normal environs at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. But we thought we haven't been here in a month, so we thought we'd give this a whirl. So welcome to Runway DFW After Dark at Dallas Love Field. Well, it is Wednesday, the 5th of March, our second March broadcast of the month. And again, our first from Dallas Love Field in a month and a day. There is the rather magnificent Dallas Skyline, all lit up for us at night. And I'm still finalizing all my plugins here. Make sure my phone is snugly secured.
21 left tower, traffic 5 mile final 737, runway 31 left, line up await.
321, 31 left, line up and await.
So all right, we've got a plane coming in right now. Now, if you're not familiar with Dallas Love Field, it's the home of Southwest Airlines, and as much as we like to see American Airlines at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, you're going to see even more Southwest Airlines here at Dallas Love Field. Looks like our first arrival of the evening. Let me see, dial it in here. Looks like Southwest Flight 2422 from Jacksonville, Florida. It's a MAX 8, and it's coming in here, I think.
321, you went to 320 at 4, RNAV Nolan, runway 31 left, cleared for takeoff.
Looks like it's going to come in on 31 left. We are overlooking 31 right here. There's a plane parked in one of the parking spots here at the airport. Let me get our other things clicked in here. Well, first of all, let's check the weather while we can. Oh, we should take that standby out. It is 56 degrees, wind out of the north-northwest at 8 miles an hour, so a gentle breeze this evening here at Dallas Love Field. And it's a clear night, so we have lots of good planes to see. Visibility 9 miles. So here's our first arrival from Jacksonville. We'll capture that on our camera 2. Get this all unlocked here.
Showing 321, contact Lone Star departure. Have a good night.
Thank you, Jelly 321.
Now our view of the landings here is obscured. We'll only get to see it just about touchdown before it goes behind the garage structure here. First of many aircraft we'll see tonight.
Southwest 2422, right turn at Charlie 7, and contact ground. Have a good night.
Let us say hello to Reunion Tower. There it is, all lit up like a ball there. And let's see what else. I'm going to put that in there. Doing all these behind the scenes things.
Left 589, left tower, winds variable at 3, RNAV Nolan.
So let's see if this works here. Our channel member and moderator, Kai, says, good evening, Walt. I hope you're doing okay from the storms and the strong winds yesterday. Yeah, there were some airports here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area where I saw pictures of some smaller planes that kind of got jostled by the high winds, you know, as in being turned upside down or being pushed into buildings and things like that. I don't think any of the, I didn't hear anything about any larger aircraft suffering damage, although there were a number of diversions during the storm. Sour Grape says, runway DAL, never thought this would be a thing. Well, again, we come here to the friendly confines of Dallas Love Field every now and again, because here's the thing, we get some really nice views here, as you can see. Even though the variety not quite up to the expectations we would have at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Here's our perch up on the parking garage C is where we are. I'm looking for this
589 contact, low start departure.
plane on the radar. I think this may be flight 381 from, which is going out to Midway Airport in Chicago, but the ground radar is not as clear here as it is at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport for some reason. Sometimes planes kind of disappear and reappear and don't know where they are. Rachel Daly Hug, a channel member, says, "Oh, we are at Love tonight. Nice." Kai said a small aircraft swerved almost completely off the runway down at Austin, at Austin Bergstrom International Airport. I didn't see that. So what we don't get at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport is these nice close-up views of the aircraft. We just don't get this close. So even though mostly all Southwest Airlines operates is 737s of one variety of the other, 700s, 800s, and Maxes. It's the first time we've been out to Love Field since Southwest announced that it was going to let go of hundreds of employees. The first time it's ever done mass layoffs. And a lot of them are right over at Southwest headquarters over on the west side of the airport. We're coming to you from the east side of the airport. So let's see, I think we've got a fix on this plane. It's flight 4103. It's off to Reagan Airport in Washington. And it's a MAX 8. Got some bright headlights. Well, hello, Texas Girl, who's joining us tonight. Hello, Texas Girl. So happy to see you. And she has gifted 10, count them, 10 Runway DFW memberships. That is no small number, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Texas Girl.
Yeah, 4103, hang tight right there, be about 9 minutes.
Southwest 4103, thanks.
And we didn't get an alert on that because I didn't press the right button. So now you should see future alerts. So our new members include Alex Martinez, Summer Deadlight, Jacob Smith, JPC 1982, Dale, CJ, Rowdy Burns. Rowdy, that sounds like a Texas name. Patty Murphy, Nicola Carter, and Adam 171. Those are the newest members of Runway DFW. So thank you, Texas Girl, once again. So nice of you to favor us with those new members. Channel member Theos Maglik with a greeting. Hello there. Josh Aldrich up in Oklahoma City says, good evening, everyone. And good evening to you, Josh. Bry Guy with a emoji-filled hello. You know what? I was so keen to get on the air because we were running late today that I plumb forgot to run our man with a camera opening. I'm sorry about that. Another look at the downtown skyline here in Dallas. Game Boy Lyric says, or Game Boy Lyric Dash Aviation says, good evening all. There's channel member and moderator Michael Flannery saying hello. Luke, the random spotter, denotes our liveness. ASTNYB says, good evening, a channel member. Aria's World says, hi, I'm watching this when I'm in the bath. Why aren't you at Founders Plaza? Well, the TMI, I don't know, but we are not at Founders Plaza because of the wind situation tonight. Now, the wind is pretty calm. But let's see what if they've changed the flow over there. No, there's still north flow over there. So north flow over at DFW, not the best for us at night, especially in terms of planes that are landing, because they land so far away. So we decided to come out here, and we come out to Love Field. We try to get out here at least once a month, and as I said, it has been a month since we last visited with you at Dallas Love Field, so Jacob Loves Hockey says, hello peeps, enjoyed the weather and the tornado warning yesterday morning. Yeah, it was not so great. J.L. Acorta likes the view of downtown, so we'll show you once again. Doug Jackson has gifted 10 Runway DFW memberships. Doug, thank you. And our new members, courtesy of Mr. Jackson, are Carl, Matsy, Carlos Garcia, Kevin Harwood, Texas, Layla Sweetman, Raymond Flores, Arok B, and Gid S. Oh, and Eddie. All new members here at Runway DFW, courtesy of Mr. Doug Jackson. Thank you, Doug.
Now showing 2000 on the altitude. Requesting to class Bravo airspace. Their request.
Clear to Bravo, requesting back to exec. In the midfield over the top, work for us.
Air 1, you could just proceed direct with no restrictions.
Well,
Direct.
we continue to wait for our initial departure tonight. It's this plane, which is, I think, has it fallen off the radar? Yep, it has. But we expect it to be going out there pretty soon. John Bowman is questioning whether ATC is talking to a helicopter. I might have missed that one, but before we went on the air, we did have a helicopter which was in contact with the tower. It flew right over us, in fact. There are a number of hospitals in Dallas which accept patients by helicopter, and so that accounts to that. Channel member Jacob Smith says, good evening, everyone, and greetings, Walt. Just got home from work and just realized I was gifted a membership. It's a pleasure to be part of such a great group of folks from all over. Well, we do have a bunch of great folks from all over, that is for sure. Another Southwest plane is approaching the starting gate. I don't see this one on the radar at all. So it will join the other one.
Big Shark 287, left tower, winds calm, runway 31 right, clear to land.
And so we're overlooking runway 31 right here, which is on the east side of the airport. 31 left is on the other side. And it looks like we've got two planes lined up for arrival.
Southwest 2167, left tower, traffic Embraer, about 6 miles.
I think they're coming in this way.
Berry, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to Berry, clear for takeoff. Runway 31 right, Southwest 2167.
So Southwest Airlines Flight 2167 has gotten the AOK from the ATC to lift off into the evening atmosphere here. So some activity here on the east side at Runway DFW at Dallas Love Field for a Wednesday night.
Southwest 4103, you pull forward now, hold short, runway 31 right.
I'm going to hold short, 31 right, Southwest 4103.
Southwest 3704, look there, you guys can pull forward, hold short, runway 31 left.
Alright, pull forward, hold short, 31 left, Southwest 37. Tower, good evening, Southwest 1924 on the visual, 31 right.
1924 left tower.
There's the terminal area. We could see one or two tails sticking out from there, from our perspective here. And we have the first of two planes coming in over here on the east side. First of which will be JSX coming in from Houston, Texas, and number 145.
Terminated frequency change approved. Contact executive tower 127.25. Have a good night.
All right, frequency approved. You as well, everyone.
There are the two planes that are coming in. Josh Aldrich says the winds up there in Oklahoma City got near 70 miles an hour. I know that there were a lot of, we had my TV station
1924, runway 31 right.
covers southern Oklahoma, and we had
right, Southwest 1924.
a lot of damage in some areas. Fortunately, nobody was killed. There's a tornado in Ada, Oklahoma.
3704, left tower, winds are calm, RNAV float, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
31 left, clear for takeoff, RNAV float, Southwest.
So there's a JSX plane which provides a it's a private, what is it, scheduled charter, I think is what they call that.
287, make the left turn at Mike 5. You guys going to hangar or custom?
Go to hangar,
287, taxi down Mike, stay with me.
Turn left on Mike 5.
Our friend Farida Bed, member for 14 months, says hello, Runway DFW. And friends, hope you are doing well. Was that a confirmed tornado in Irving yesterday morning? You know what? I don't know, because Irving is a Dallas suburb. And the thing is that that I have been following along with what was happening in the Dallas area, because the news area that I am most concerned with is very northern Texas and Oklahoma. So I did see a lot of pictures of damage in the Dallas area, some apartment buildings, and of course, as I said, planes that had been flopped around, small planes. This is flight 1924, Southwest Airlines, coming in from Atlanta. It's another MAX 8 on runway DFW at Dallas Love Field.
Runway 31 right, line up wave.
Runway 31 right, Southwest 4103.
As you can see, those planes
Southwest 1924, Mike 5, contact.
kind of land right in front of us. I didn't realize I didn't have our natural sound mic turned up a lot, so get a little more sound now. Kind of resembles our thumbnail shot of the day. It's so different from DFW because we almost got like Hollywood movie lights on these planes instead of total darkness. Here's the JSX Embraer 145 that came in a moment ago, and we've got this. This plane going out to Washington Reagan Airport.
Big Shark 37, make the left turn at Mike 1, cross runway 31 right, and out 1 out to the parking. Have a good day.
I got a chance to see our friend Skittles on with our friend Wellington Flights Live Kevin. Kevin, who's in Australia for Spotter Fest, and so is Skittles. Sounds like a great deal of fun.
Southwest 4579, left tower, wind 340 at 5, RNAV Berry, runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 31 right, RNAV Berry, Southwest 4579.
Well, as you might have heard, this is Southwest Flight 4579. Not appearing at the moment on the Flight Radar 24 screen, so I can't tell you where it's going. You know, as I was driving up to the top of the parking garage here at Dallas Love Field, I saw coming in, before we even had one camera set up, the Southwest, I can't remember the name of the older Southwest livery, the what do they call it? Desert Gold, I think is what it's called. I may have that name incorrect, but it's here. And maybe we'll get to see it go out before we depart from you. Let's see, Warren Rodriguez says hello, everyone. Happy Hump Day. And I did see Anna the dispatcher in the house. See if I can find Anna's Well, at any rate, Anna's here, so welcome to you, Anna. Coming in over on the west side, flight 1346 from Phoenix. This will be a 737-700. It's about to, well, there it is there. It's already in our shot.
At 312 left there, wind 320 at 5, runway 31 right, clear 2 lanes.
Runway 31 right.
That's all she wrote for that one.
With 1346, looks like Charlie 5, yep. Well, you think you go down to Charlie 6?
Doug Jackson says, Walter, have you ever seen a rejected takeoff?
Down to Charlie 6.
Yeah, we've seen a handful of them over at DFW Airport. Never
46, it looks like 13 is open. Make the right turn at Charlie
Never
6,
one
and then
that
Charlie
was,
Delta into 13,
you know, got too very far down the runway.
The intersection of Delta Charlie.
You know, we've seen some planes that start to accelerate and then slow down, and then just kind of turn back. And sometimes they go back to the hangar or to the gate, and sometimes they it was just some maybe a dial that was giving a wrong reading or something, but something made them stop and turn around. And sometimes they just go back to get back in line and do it again. Okay, there's Anna. Canyon Blue. That's the name of the livery I was thinking of. Thank you for that, Anna. And Laura C says that old Southwest livery will always be my favorite. I got to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of that one or the current one, really. Just me. I mean, I don't have anything against them, but something about the color scheme just seems to, I don't know. Can't describe it, but my gut says it doesn't. You could do better than that, Southwest. And SWA SPG says that plane I think we were talking about will operate as Southwest 381 to Midway, should be departing soon. We will watch out for that. Theo says that he loves Southwest Airlines. We have, for your edification, a NetJets Embraer Phenom 300 coming in from Midland, Texas. Coming in here on 31 right. There it is. We say hello to Jet Setter bound 747. Hello there.
Sorry, left 611, left tower, wind 3503, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff. Alright, 31 left, clear for takeoff, left 611.
Let's see here. I was going to try to do something with my primary camera here. Here I am.
Sector 312, before you commit to the turn, where do you park today? Signature 1, signature 2, signature 4, or none of the above? Sector 312, Roger, go ahead and continue with onto the taxiway Alpha 5 and then Alpha. To parking, monitor ground, 0.75, have a look.
Alpha 5, Alpha, parking, monitor ground.
Yeah, you did your signature 1, right?
Well, whatever I was doing didn't seem to work, so. Teresa says the Skyline is beautiful tonight. It certainly is. Now, last time we were here, we were getting fogged in that night. The visibility was decreasing as we went on, and by the time we signed off, it was almost indistinct. Tonight it's very clear, very sharp. Smart Cat says, finally, Love Field. Yes. We try to satisfy everyone. It's not something, again, because of the lack of plane variety here, we don't come here that often. But we do for a change of pace, and especially when, as I said earlier, the wind is blowing in the wrong direction at night over at DFW Airport. Hey, look who's here. It's Smoke and Slice Barbecue, our newest member of the Runway DFW Moderation Federation. So, thank you for taking up the mantle to help out all of our other great mods. We got to see Mr. Barbecue over at DFW Airport along with his lovely family. His 3 strapping young boys and his brand new baby daughter and wife. So that was a fun time had for all. Smart Cat says, hi Walt, how to become a mod? Well, I'll tell you what, we have few qualifications. You've got to be 18 years of age or over. And should that be the case and you are interested, then write to me at Walt at runwaydfw.com. That's Walt at runwaydfw.com. That's our email address. You can write to me there for anything you want to say offline. comments, criticism, suggestions. Guy says the air traffic controller sounds cheerful.
Love wind 3204, altimeter 3008. Make a left turn out, southbound.
3008, third in Bravo, left turn out.
And showing on your previous squawk number 4641, number 7 Kilo Victor.
Affirm.
We don't have the clearest shot of the control tower from where we are. But there it is, and so we salute our ATC operators.
Contact ground 0.75. Have a good one.
Time to go back to the arrivals.
Tokyo Tower 067, final aisle at 31 left.
Oh, I poked my eye there. This was going to be a Bombardier Challenger 604 coming in over the skyline of Dallas.
Tower, my apologies. Runway 31 left, middle land, wind 330 at 4, following traffic. Short final Challenger, crossway turbulence.
Alright, 31 left, clear land. Thank you so much. 067.
Is it Ohio State or Oklahoma State?
Oklahoma State Cavalry.
Okay. I say you're far away from Ohio.
Our friends at Flight Radar give us no indication as to where that plane emanated. And we have several planes that are now on final approach. Give you a brief look at a DART train, Dallas area rapid transit train headed north. That line runs along the west side of the airport here. Love Field Airport is a city airport, so it's all hemmed in by residential and business neighborhoods. Smoke Slice Barbecue had a great time. Oh, look what we have here. I can't remember the last time I've seen this in person. Kind of nostalgic, but it looks out of place on a plane that long. Seems like that should be on a stubbier aircraft. So I believe somebody in the chat said this was going to Midway. Is that right? Well, in any event, there it is. Pretty quick turnaround. See, it's 8:15 here. Of course, Southwest is known for its quick turnarounds. It's 8:15 here. We got here at 6:45. About a 90-minute layover. That's not. I'm sure Southwest can turn planes around faster than that when they want to. We've got flights 3671 coming in from Las Vegas, a 737-800. It's about ready to touch down here.
Love Field Tower, 067 terminating 5, looking to go to Atlanta.
067, exit Charlie 5, and then taxi via Delta.
Ascending Dragon 1 says the old Southwest 727s were that gold color when they had them. Yeah, I just saw a picture of one of those. I think it was on Facebook today or yesterday, very recently.
One left tower, runway 3 right on nav. Wind 3604, clear for takeoff.
S-35 Bonanza pilot is here with us. Good evening, Walton crew. Beautiful sight of Dallas. 55 degrees and rain here in Bogota, Colombia. Maybe less aircraft variety, but when you're there and I'm elsewhere and watching, it lifts my spirits. Well, thank you, S-35 Bonanza pilot, one of our quad jet members and a world traveler. So this is indeed going to Midway. It's a max 8. Well, it used up a lot of the runway, didn't it?
Which possibly occupied getting going to tonight? And occupied. However, they appear to be pushing. So, get to,
we have a new quad jet channel member, Patheon. Thank you, Patheon. Dale says, "Good day, Walton Mods, and thank you to the kind person who gifted me a membership about 30 minutes ago." We had several gifted membership gifts of 10 each, and one of them was Texas Girl, and the other was, oh, did I see this? Bill Platt, our moderator and channel member, gifted 5 Runway DFW memberships. I thought there was another one in there, but thank you, Bill, and I'm sorry if I overlooked you earlier.
1370, left tower, runway 3 on left, wind 330 at 5, middle end.
Woot Doctor says 31 right, which is the one we are overlooking now, is the shorter of the 2 runways here at Dallas Love Field. There are but 2 runways. I don't know if that was a close encounter or not. There were 2 planes. I'm sure it was an optical illusion. The one we have arriving is Flight 711 from San Diego, California. It's a 737-700 for you here on Runway DFW at Dallas Love Field. If you ever wonder where we are, just look in the lower left-hand corner. That's where we have the clock and the location. Plane's been there a while. Looks like there's still some trucks around it. El Toro 66 is checking in. Hey y'all, back to you. Jet Center bound 747. And we are the recipient of a $10 super chat from Jet Setter Bound 747, saying, I'm beyond to share this news with you. American Airlines next month. I will be arriving at the training center. American Airlines, here I come. Maybe someday I'll come to DFW. Yay. Well, if you work for American Airlines, it's almost certain that you'll come to DFW Airport, I would think. I hope. But congratulations to you, and thank you for your kind support of our channel. So over there on runway 31 left on the west side of the airport. What's this? Another Southwest Airlines plane landing here? What? Our friend 757 Chip, our Quadjet channel member and good friend to the channel. Hello to you, Chip. Hope you are doing well. Everybody likes to see Chip. Did I tell you what we just saw coming in there? Flight 1370 from Las Vegas, a 737-800. So there you go. Now I have spilled the beans. Swelly Belly says the wind yesterday was crazy. It was indeed. In North Texas here and in South and Central Oklahoma at least. I don't know about other places in the land. Jet Setter Bound 747 said, at first I thought it was at DFW. On Flight Tracker, there's no Southwest at DFW. No, there is not. At least, not yet. We are thinking that might come to pass before too long.
Southwest 3660 left tower, runway 3 left, wind 3305, our nav, no net. Clear for takeoff.
Right below us, from parking garage, see there you see some Southwest Airlines resupply trucks getting all loaded up for putting drinks and snacks on the planes.
Southwest 6053 left tower, runway 3 right, clear to land, wind.
Southwest 3660 off to San Diego, California, 737-800 is going to be next to take off over on the west side of this airport facility. Let's see if we can find it. So our ability to show you takeoffs from the west side are limited because, well, that's what happens there. And then, we'll kind of aim our camera in the general direction over here. I don't know where we're going to see them head off into the sky. The parking garage structure kind of gets in the way. Linda Kavinsky saying hello to our friend Chip. Rachel Daly Hug says, I love snacks. Hey, guess what? I think we all love snacks, don't we? Do we not? Let's see. Wood Doctor says Southwest offers cinnamon graham crackers, and Anna adds, and really yummy pretzels. I like pretzels. Pretzels are good.
3660 on Parker.
A little baggage handling action here. You can see the array of vehicles parked over underneath where we are at. Those look empty. Sometimes we see carts that are kind of full down there, waiting for transfers, I guess. Patrick says, I like Love Field because you get a good mix of general aviation aircraft as well. And that is true. It looks like a Dash 700 if I'm not mistaken. At any rate, it's headed out to take off. It hasn't appeared on radar yet. My radar. Well, Southwest Flight 1653 coming in from San Antonio, 737-700 is on final approach here. Well, the wind here is pretty close to calm, although we are in north flow. $5 super chat coming in just now from Anthony Guinan, a channel member. Good way to enjoy a rainy evening here in Long Beach, California. Glad to have you with us, Anthony. You guys can look at a plane and tell what type. I go by big, bigger, and huge. Well, we have kind of a cheat sheet. We've got a Flight Radar 24, which tells us about the aircraft, even down to when they were made.
Following a citation, 5 mile final, wind 340 at 5, runway 31 right, clear to land. That's traffic, 3 on right, clear to land, center 3. Delta 296 on tower, runway 3 on left, wind 340 at 5, RNAV, no link.
Well, look who's here. It is O'Malley, Runway DFW channel member and moderator. Hello, O'Malley. Always great to see you. Did we ever get an idea on that plane that just took off? Yes, that was a 737-700, flight 3987 off to Denver, Colorado. Aviation Geek says hello, Walt, and everyone. Hello to you. Got more arrivals coming in here at on the east side of DFW. The next will be a Cessna 750 Citation X. Or is it Citation 10? I never know.
4472 Delta, radar contact, 1 mile northwest of Taylor Heliport, 1,500. Part of our field. Blue. Up there, Southwest 45 on the visual to the left. 45 down to the left side of the way, wind 3205.
So let's see if we can get focus here. So here comes the Cessna. Another outgoing plane. Another Cessna's on final approach now, a 525C Citation C4. Why do they have such complicated names? You see traffic on, is that Lemon Avenue? It's been so long since I've been to the Dallas area or lived in the Dallas area that I lost track of all the roads.
224, about direction Mike 5, taxi via Mike Foxtrot to Atlantic, monitor ground 0.75, Mike 5.
So I think this, well, I can't tell. Looks like this plane will probably have to hit the pause button before the next plane arrives. Again, this is there's only one runway on each side of the airport here. So here comes the next arrival. If you're confused and you say, this isn't Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, that is correct. It's Runway DFW at Dallas Love Field on this Wednesday night. So we've got a lineup going here. This will be the third plane in line to take off.
Yeah, I tend to do it out of operational need, not just because. So, given that there's nobody on bike for about 25 miles behind, there's no real need.
About to arrive on the east side of the airport, flight 4561. It'll be coming in from Tampa, Florida. It'll be a max 8.
Delta 4003, Love Tower, runway 31 right, RNAV near, wind 3205, clear for takeoff. Alright, Scott, right, clear for takeoff, RNAV near, Southwest 4003.
This aircraft coming in on runway 31 left.
What's your gauge? Occupy, contact ground point 75. Luck. Shelter 378, left tower, runway 31 right, wind 3304, RNAV near, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 31 right, contact. Southwest 4003, contact Lone Star departure. Enjoy your eager flight to Midland.
Hey, you have a fabulous night, sir. Southwest 4003.
Southwest 3985, left tower, runway 31 left, wind 330 at 4, clear to land. Helicopter 7 Delta, landing assurance at the 34.
Rohit Parkal says, hey Walt, I say goodbye to the U.S. tomorrow. I'll watch your next stream from back home in India. Rohit, have a very safe trip. And come back soon. Aviation Geek, a fan of Runway DFW After Dark. Thank you. We try to please everybody. This is not the best time for our Euro friends, unless they have unless they're insomniacs. I see someone by the name of Hazel Kitching watching from the UK, where it's late or very early, as the case may be. El Toro says, I miss the UPS heavies, LOL. Well, we'll get back to them. Don't you worry about that. That will be our... we'll see them on our next show. So I don't anticipate coming to Love Field twice in a row, although it has happened before. Another departure here.
Southwest 4918, Love Tower, runway 31 left, line up away, companies departing parallel, additional traffic 15 out, company.
Alright, 31 left, line up away, Southwest 4918.
You might be able to tell, we don't have the longest of lenses on this camera. I've reserved the big telephoto lens for our camera number 2 tonight, which gives us the downtown view. That one.
Southwest 4918, wind 330 at 3.
Seth Rubel Kalba says, hi Walt, thanks for the broadcast as I study tonight.
RNAV, Nolan, clear for takeoff.
RNAV and all service, takeoff, 49.
Just trying to create more separation.
I got you, okay.
Southwest 4862, contact low, start departure, good day. Departure CSS 4862. Southwest 636, Love Tower, runway 31 left, line up away, company traffic 10 out.
31 left, line up away, Southwest 636.
Helicopter 4472 Delta, Love Tower, say again, please.
Southwest off at 818.
You'll main southwest of the, you said, oh, the 818. Okay, Roger. Speed request November 447 Delta, level 2 to 3009, clear request, proper airspace.
This is Southwest Flight 1049, arriving from the Big Easy of New Orleans, 737-800.
Southwest 58, 31 left.
Southwest 58, left tower, Army 3 left, company is holding in position.
Continue, Southwest 58.
Jet 261's on visual 31 right. Stop 4918, contact Lone Star departure, connect. Left tower, Jet 261's on visual 31 right. Stop 4918, contact Lone Star departure, connect. Runway 31 left, line of way, company traffic 5 out.
31 left, line of way, Delta 6043.
Exit to 261 left tower, runway 31 right, wind calm, clear to land. Approximate turbulence exceeded by 737. Clear land 31 right, jet 261. Heading up to 72 Delta, request transition back to Skyline via Sam Park.
Let's see, we gotta find out what's going on here.
November 72 Delta, proceed eastbound, and you said you're going to Carl?
Over there on the west side, we've got flight 1643 about to take off to Tampa, but I think it is on hold. Well,
expect landing clearance about a mile.
I can't tell.
Okay. Contact Lone Star departure after one.
Looks like it's about to take off.
Southwest 1643, runway 31 right. RNAV, Barry, RNAV slope.
Cheeto Productions says good evening to me and friends. Just got back from Massachusetts from Mass with the wife. Glad to see the Love Field stream back. It's been a while since, and loving the downtown stream. Yes, I forgot that this is Ash Wednesday, is it not? For our Catholic friends. Get this plane rising into the sky. There it is. Done the arrival over on the west side. Planes coming and going over here on the east side.
Ground point 75, how's it going? Ground South of 58. Number 4472 Delta, you're clear from all your airspace. However, there's traffic at your 2 o'clock and 2 miles northwestbound, 2,280.
This plane coming in from Midland, Texas is a Net Jet Bombardier Challenger 650. Where'd it go? I lost it.
And they're going to be descending going into Addison.
Too fast for me. Bombardier Challenger, I'll get you.
Number 4472 Delta, spark VFR. Exit 261. signature 1, signature 2, signature 4, or none of the above.
Paul Guthrie says, it always amazes me that we build machines that large that get in the air. It is pretty awe-inspiring.
Southwest 3756, left tower, runway 31 right, RNAV mirrors, wind 320 clear for takeoff.
Flight 3756 cleared for takeoff. Don't have it on my radar, so can't tell you where it's going. It's turned quiet here once again at Love Field. Tech Spec Channel Ever says, I've never seen me, he's never seen me stream from this elevated vantage point at Love Field. Very nice. This is generally where we come these days when we go to Love Field. It's really quite a nice vantage point. I'm sure you will agree. So poke our heads over here. This is just east of runway 31 right, and you can see they are doing some excavation work, pavement I would guess. That has to do with not the main runway, but rather with the taxiway. So they're digging the stuff up while the planes come and go. Toro 66 says extremely quiet. Yes, it is extremely quiet. Marty Rowe likes our shots of downtown Dallas. And I hope you're equally appreciative of our views of construction here at the airport. There in the background of this shot on the right side is the is a parking structure. It was originally built for the Braniff terminal over there on the east side. It is now part of Planet Lincoln Dallas Love Field, and you may recall that it's been almost a year now since we had our total solar eclipse broadcast from the top of that garage. And again, I thank those kind people at Planet Lincoln Dallas Love Field for sharing that spot with us. We had a great time. It was our most viewed show ever here on Runway DFW. Sour Grape says we have an elevated view similar to this here at Minneapolis St. Paul, viewing both sides of two parallel runways, one overlooking the international terminal and runway 1 and overlooking domestic regional. That sounds great. Maybe some nice warm summer day I'll have to pay a visit to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Hope they're friendly to plane spotters.
Left tower, runway 31 right, clear to land.
Runway 31 right, clear to land, 9 sure.
Rachel says there's a NetJet coming in for a landing, an Embraer Phenom 300. I see it way off in the distance now. So we will have that for you upon its arrival. Is there anything else we can show you while we're waiting for things here? Ah, yes. I think we showed this last time. It's the In-N-Out Burger on Mockingbird Lane. I think I stopped and got a hamburger there last time I was here. Because it's open late, even on a weeknight. Kai says that was a fun day, that Eclipse show. That was. I didn't, it's one of those things you only do kind of once in your life. Or, most people do. And I was as prepared as I could be, but still I didn't know really what to expect. And because it was such an overcast day to begin with, I didn't know if we would ever get on the air. Or, I don't know if we'd be able to see it. We were on the air, and the clouds did just break in time for us to see it. Embraer Phenom 300, NetJets Flight 438, arriving from Little Rock, Arkansas. Less than an hour trip for this little plane. Now, the pace is a little slower here than at DFW. It's just the way things are. But it's nice to take a break from the hustle and bustle of international jet travel and pop over here Love Field. Well, no, this appears to be flight 4096 on Max 8 off to Albuquerque, New Mexico. You can tell it's a Max 8 by the serrations on the engine cowling on the back of it. This plane goes out, or it gets ready to go out. We've got another business jet coming in. This one from Austin, Texas, Cessna 560 Citation V, or Citation 5, as the case might be. I'm going to do this before it touches down because I won't have the ability to do it in progress. This plane's an oldie but a goodie, coming from the year
1990.
35 years old. So old we can't focus on it.
Southwest 4317, ready to
So my question is, how old was the pilot of this plane when this plane went into service? Or was the pilot even born yet?
RNAV, Nolan, and 3 left there. Southwest 4317.
November 369 Lima Sierra. Where do you park tonight?
Signature Terminal 1, 9 Lima Sierra.
Got the plane from Albuquerque poised for takeoff.
And take the Alpha 5 and continue via Alpha Departure, monitor ground point 75. Have a good one.
Alpha 5, Alpha Park, monitor ground point 75, 9 Lima Sierra, good night.
Sour Grape says, see you guys, I'm heading out. Well, Sour Grape's been nice to have you here. Hope you come back. Yeah, Rachel, the Max 8s have those extra things on the wings. No, they have the extra things. They're like these little serrations that surround the backs of the engine. Like a little zigzag. Think Charlie Brown shirt. But they're not lines. They're actually, that's actually the way the metal is formed at the back of the engine pod. So once again, this plane is going.
Southwest 4095, Love Tower, wind 3504. Runway 3 on right, RNAV near, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, flight
All
4.
staff to mirrors, Southwest 4095, runway 31 right.
I feel like you can hear what everybody's saying up here. South 4317, contact low side departure, connect.
Take care, Southwest 4317.
It's getting a little chilly up here. I may have to put on my Runway DFW hoodie in lieu of my Runway DFW packable jacket, which is more of like a windbreaker.
Tower, station 8620, holding short 31 right, ready for takeoff.
8620, Love Tower, right, just wait for more space between you and the citation. Correction, and the 737. Okay. South 4095, contact low side departure, have a good one.
Douglas Thompson says the grandkids of the original B-52 pilots are flying the B-52s today. Some of those planes are, what, 40, 50 years old? It's amazing. And Just Plain's crazy. He says, I like a scalloped engines and scalloped potatoes.
Love Tower, 913 Juliet Tango, visual.
913 Juliet Tango, Love Tower, runway 3 on right, wind 3403.
Now, let me go get my my wrap here, and I'll be right back with you with more from Runway DFW here at Dallas Love Field.
Clear for takeoff.
31 right, clear for takeoff, citation 862 kilo.
A bit of music here to pass the time. Be right back.
November 862 kilo, contact low sort of departure. See ya.
Over departure, 60 kilos, yeah.
Well, we've got this cool music going. It's cool, relaxing music. Let us give thanks to our Runway DFW channel members, shall we? We always start with the Major Domo, our channel sponsor, James Webb. Thank you, James. We are so appreciative of your largesse. Not your largeness, but your largesse. Thank you to our Runway DFW Quad Jet channel members.
65 left tower, are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
165, runway 31 left, wind 35.
This list was prepared at 10 a.m. this morning, so if you're a new member as of tonight, you'll see your name on our next broadcast. So let's go. 757 Chip, Airplanes FRA, Alan J, Angela Smith, Anna the Dispatcher, Beaker and Honeydew, Beve, Cubs Win, Deborah Klein, Dwayne C, James Webb, Josh Aldrich, Kevin D, Kirby Brooks Sr., KS Avgeek, Lori M, Michael Flannery, Michelle R.S., Mike G. I'm trying to do this while I do this. Netgear, Network, Patrick Wooters, Pete Nordine, Raina Taylor, S35 Bonanza Pilot, Sarah Deal, Simon 007, Skittles, down there in Australia, Steve Lundaby, Stuart Kircher, Texas Girl. Thank you to the Grinch, to TNT Oh My, Trident Ken, and Will Hutchison. Those are our Quad Jet members as of 10 a.m. this morning. And if you're a new member, thank you to you.
Terminal 4. Roger, you're going to make a left turn, please, over 913 Julie. Thanks. Be advised, your idiot shows up as 913.
I will take that right now.
So now you'll see the names of our Tri-Jet and Twin Jet members scrolling down along the bottom of the screen. Thanks to all of them.
Left turn at Mike and hold short of runway 1. Hold short of runway 31 right at taxiway Mike 2, please.
Emma Rice, first flight was in April of 1952. In services since 1955 and still going strong until the 2050s. And he's talking about the B-52s, of course. Yeah, that was... Now, I'm old, and B-52s started flying the year before I was born. So that is just...
Tower, good evening. Medevac
mind blown.
Runway 31 left.
Medevac 340, left tower, traffic party arrival 737. Runway 31 left, clear to land, wind 350 at 3.
Runway 31 left, clear to land, Medevac Screamer 40.
Medevac Screamer 40, Jet Aviation are landing today.
Rachel Deli Hug says, I don't know if we'll see it, but there's a Honda Jet that is going to be landing soon. We'll keep an eye out for it. I don't know if I've missed it. We do have a flight headed out. Well, we're going to miss it. There's a plane taking off over on the east side at the moment. Couldn't get to it. Jacob Loves Hockey says, wish I still had my membership, but hockey is the main thing now. Well, don't have any hockey for you here at Runway DFW, but we appreciate your watching. And, no membership is required to watch or to participate in the chat. All you need is a free subscription for that. Is this a Honda jet? I don't know. Certainly is, it's got that black livery, doesn't it?
Tower Coast 505 for 219.
This flight headed out to El Paso, I believe. El Paso, Texas.
Roger, cross 31 right at flight 2, and Alpha, monoground 0.75 and thank you.
And Southwest 505, cancel landing clearance, and if you could dial it back.
We're about to see a plane coming in on the west side from Houston Hobby Airport, American Jet International, a Cessna S550 citation S/2.
Thank you. Southwest 924, contact Lone Star departure, good day. Southwest 924.
Let me see if we can make this picture a little bigger here. Here it comes. This is an old plane. Wow, it is old.
1986.
Medevac Screamer 40, no need to respond, but minimum time on the runway, please. Medevac Letter 161, Love Tower, traffic 4 out, 737, runway 31 left, line up and wait.
So, a 39-year-old aircraft for you there.
Love Tower, Challenger 317, Victor Bravo, with the visual, 31 right.
November 317, Victor Bravo, Love Tower, Rapid 31 right, wind 010 at 3, clear to land.
Clear to land, 31 right, Victor Bravo.
Southwest Flight 505 coming in from Fort Lauderdale.
Actually, go ahead and contact ground 0.75. They'll let you know how they want you to get to Atlantic.
It's going to be a MAX 8 coming in on...
Over to ground, Medevac 975.
Medevac Letter 161, wind 010 at 3, runway 31 left, RNAV, no link, clear for takeoff. Southwest 505, thank you, runway 31 left, clear to land, wind 010 at 3. Clear to land, 31 left, that's 505.
So there's Flight 505 coming in. There is a medevac plane taking off there. Didn't get too good a look at that, did we? This one's again Flight 505 from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Medevac Letter 161, contact Lone Star departure, good day.
Departure, good day, Medevac Letter 161.
Next to arrive is a Bombardier Challenger 300. Origination point unspecified.
Charlie 7, no problem. 0.75 C is about 5 miles.
Jacob Loves Hockey says, planning on making a plane spotting channel. I don't know if I should, but it's worth a shot at it. Well, you know, have a go. It doesn't take, you know, you've seen our setup here. We've got a lot of gear going on. But you don't need all this to do a plane spotting channel. You just need a camera, a computer, or a device to send it out to the internet and a connection to the internet. And of course a microphone and something to plug in there, but you know, it doesn't have to be too fancy. I mean, as I've related before here on the channel, I got my start with a $230 Panasonic camcorder and like a 6 or 7 year old Windows notebook computer. So have a go at it. Well, Jacob says just an iPhone 12 is what I have, so yeah. I use phones for our backstage cameras here at Runway DFW. I find at least at DFW Airport a bigger lens is required than you can get on a smartphone for what I do.
Picture 203 left out, runway 31 right, wind calm, clear to land. Posting 737, 4 mile final.
31 right, clear land, we got.
November 7 Victor Bravo. Where'd you say you're parking? I was going right over here to business jet. Roger, exit Alpha 5 and continue to park in the Alpha monitor ground point 75, November 7 Victor Bravo, connect.
Here comes flight 3729 from Los Angeles, 737-8.
Next Mike, cross contact ground point 75, connect. Next Mike, good ground for the 3729.
looking north with our big lens camera number 2 here. Rachel with some thanks. Thank you, Rachel. We're glad you could spend some of your evening time with us. Hope to see you again. Oops. Well, that wasn't very professional, was it, Walt? Let's try this again. Yes, that was an Embraer 145 coming in from Las Vegas. JSX. Thanks again to all of our channel members, our new and old ones. And again, that thank you presentation was generated early this morning. Not early this morning, but about 10 o'clock this morning. So if you're a new member, we will see your name on an upcoming broadcast.
Wind 3203.
Southwest Flight 1078 from Baltimore Washington International Airport, the 787-700 is approaching the airport. Looks like it's going to be coming in on the west side. All right. Yes. Well, we've been here about 2 hours now on the air. Just a reminder that you are watching Runway DFW After Dark. Tonight coming to you from Dallas Love Field. Here's the JSX Embraer 145 that just came in. Headed over to its private terminal over on the east side. And now we turn to the plane coming in from Baltimore.
Star 223, cross runway 31 right, detector, Mike 1 and continue to be Alpha parking. See ya.
Cross runway 31 right at Mike 1, continue into parking via Alpha. Have a good night.
Have a little fun on the radio there. And garage. John Bowman is a question. Which is worse for a long layover? Baltimore or Salt Lake City? Well, that's kind of a random question. It's been ages since I've been to Salt Lake City, so I can't say anything about Salt Lake City. And I don't think I've ever been to Baltimore, Washington Airport. Pretty sure. Well, it is pretty laid back time here at the old airport. Let's see, about 9:30 here in North Texas. We should have a lot of arrivals coming in over the next half hour, including the Delta 717 arriving from Atlanta, if that's on time. Always look forward to seeing that airplane we don't see at DFW, and one of those planes we shan't be seeing for too very much longer, as far as, I mean, I don't know when Delta's planning to retire that aircraft, but they've got a lot of them. I think they're the biggest operator of the 717s, which, for those those of you who don't know, it's kind of the last of the generation of what started out as a DC-9 and then became the MD-80 series, and then Boeing took it over and renamed it the 717. So we'll be on the lookout for that. So I see Southwest Flight 2635, about 2 or 3 minutes away, coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. That'll be a 737-700. Luke says,
Southwest 2635, run a right downwind for 31 right.
Southwest 2635, left tower, runway 31 right, wind, calm, clear to land.
Clear to land 31 right, Southwest 2635.
so I don't want to interrupt our dispatcher there. Luke says, Baltimore, Washington might be okay for a layover. I just know it's a pain to fly in and out of, especially if you're renting a car. Well, a lot of planes fall into that category. A lot of airports fall into that category, don't they? You know, at DFW, if you're renting a car, pardon me. At DFW, if you're renting a car, like a lot of airports, you've got to find the bus and go to a kind of centralized rental car center, which has all of the most of the agencies there. But you know, you gotta schlep your bags onto a bus and then get off the bus and then find the rental car center. I don't know, I guess it could be worse, but an airport the size of DFW and most big airports, you just can't have the rental car booths in the terminal, because where would they put the cars? I don't know. Nick C. There's nothing good to say about Baltimore. Well, I'm sure it's a very nice place. Let's see, so it was recently that I saw an article which cited Dallas Love Field as number 3 in terms of, I think it was business jets. Let me double check my source here. Top 5 airports for business jets. This is from Simple Flying. And so this is the 2024 ranking. The top number 1 listed here is Van Nuys Airport in California. The total private jet flights in 2024 is 32,000. But that's down 3% from the previous year. Number 2 on the list, Westchester County Airport in New York, with almost 33,000 total private jet flights in 2024, up just a fraction. And then number 3, Dallas Love Field, with 40,000 total private jet flights in 2024, a 1.7% increase over the previous year. So little factoids for you here on Runway DFW. And now we see the flight from Phoenix on final approach, flight 2635. 737-700. How long does it take to get from Phoenix? An hour and 43 minutes, at least so far.
Short of 31 left, Charlie 1 ready.
Vascular 40 left tower, wind calm for 31 left, RNAV. Nolan, clear for takeoff.
31 left, clear for takeoff, RNAV. Nolan, Vacuum 40.
We have a takeoff about to happen over on the other side.
2635, exit 6A, pressure Mike 5, contact ground, push 75, good night. Mike 5 to ground, good night, Southwest 2635.
This is an American Jet International going to Houston Hobby Airport. Do I see it? Is it there somewhere? I just missed it. You can hear it in the background. It lifted off in a hurry. There's a Parkland Hospital there in Dallas. The primary county hospital.
Entry 40, contact Lone Star March, okay. Over to Lone Star March, point of action 42.
Grumpy Forrester, channel member, says, what a beautiful view this evening. We certainly do have the clarity that we didn't have last time we were at Dallas Love Field. That's for sure. If we look to the north of us here, there's the, well, you can see the terminal structure is there. Is that the terminal? Yeah, that's the terminal. In the foreground with a plane which looks like it's pulled away. And Flight Radar says this plane came in from Phoenix. I think we saw this one come in on the other side. It is looking for its gate. So we'll get a little look at it as it taxis, but it's going to disappear from our view presently.
Tower, southwest 60, visual 31 left.
Southwest 60, Love Tower. Runway 31 left, clear to land, wind, calm.
31 left, clear to land.
Give you another look now at Reunion Tower. That's on the left side of the screen. That's the tall tower with the illuminated ball atop of it. A landmark here in Dallas. Dating back to the mid-1970s, I think. Anthony Guinan, talking about DFW Airport, says surprisingly the SkyTrain was never extended to the rental car center. That seems to be odd. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't have done that. Paul Guthrie saying good night, safe skies. Thank you for joining us, Paul. Adam 171, channel member. With it's looking like the Korean Air symbol there. Why? I don't know. Veronica Peters says, hello, Walt. I love seeing the beautiful skyline views. Well, you know, it's nice to have when we don't have any planes to show you. So it helps when we've got skyline views. We can also show you traffic coming in and out of Dallas Love Field. Ron C. points out that the Sky Train at DFW, that's not the name of it, is it? But whatever it is, it's the little shuttle between the terminals. That service is inside security, so it wouldn't work to go outside of the terminal areas, would it? I guess not. Which is why they have gates or buses to all the parking. Yeah, the remote parking, because there's no trains to there either. I think the original DFW train that they had when it was opened in 1974, right? Yeah, 74. It was outside the security area, and I think it went to at least some of the remote parking. Sarah Dale is here. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Walt Mods and friends. You're up late tonight, up there in Boston. Good to see you here. Well, we're looking at things other than planes right now because there's not a plane in sight. But we will be breaking that spell here in a few moments. Flight 60, arriving from Houston. A MAX 8 is on its final approach to us. So I'll push the button, and that's the wrong button. I'll push that button, and yonder it comes. Coming in on the west side of the airfield. Runway 31 left, as it's designated here in the north flow.
Left tower, and through right, clear to land, wind calm.
And again, we are on the lookout for Delta. The Delta flight coming in from Atlanta, the 717, to kind of break up this Boeing 737 monopoly that we have. I should point out also, I think you've all heard it, we've talked about it, that Alaska Airlines is pulling out of Dallas Love Field. They currently only have one flight a day, and I don't even know if it's a daily flight between here and Seattle.
Tower, Southwest 4971, what's your visual 31 right?
Southwest 4971, left tower, runway 31 right, clear to land, wind calm.
So I think it's in April that Alaska will be pulling out, and then there's speculation as to whether Delta will be adding flights here, or another airline might try to get some gate space here. Only 20 gates at Love Field. Southwest has control of 18 of those gates. Got a couple flights that look like they're headed this way.
Turn Charlie 6 going to 16. All right, go Charlie, Golf
31 right.
16,
First of which will be Flight 1294 from St. Louis, a 737-800. And then behind it, you see Flight 4971 arriving from Orlando, 737-700. They look kind of deceptively close, don't they? Close to one another, I should say. Telephoto lenses can do that. Make things seem closer. Well, that's what they're designed to do, make things seem closer than they are. So this next plane is coming in from Orlando, as we previously specified.
All right, Mike Bravo 5 to gate 2, have a good day.
Mike Bravo 5, gate 2, have a good night.
Southwest 4190, left tower, wind calm, we're not doing left, clear to land. Clear to land, 3 left, Southwest 4190. Southwest 4971 with you, gate. Gate 1. Roger, Mike Bravo 4 to gate 1, have a good night.
Mike Bravo 4, good night. Good one.
We have another west side arrival coming up. It's going to be flight 4190, Southwest Airlines from LaGuardia Airport, 737-700. Still looking out for the Delta plane from Houston.
November 68332, my airspace starts at 2,000, so yeah, you need to be in clear VFR 2,000 or below.
Smoking Slice Barbecue says we had In-N-Out last Saturday. It was good. Should have went to the hot dog place you told me about. You know, the hot dog place, Portillo's, very good. I like In-N-Out, but not a fan of their French fries. And I've heard other people say that as well. And it's weird because In-N-Out does actually make their French fries in-house. Right in the store, they slice the potatoes. Fry them fresh. But for some reason, they just can't top McDonald's in my view in the French fry department. Thomas Moore says, a channel member says, I hear AVL Kevin is planning on coming out to Dallas. Well, I hope he does. It's been a while. He had kind of a plan to come out here last fall, but then he took a tumble and that kind of messed up his travel plans for a while. So I hope he'll make the scene. I know he's got a lot of people, including me, who would like to say hello to him, and of course Rudy too, if he gets to come along. Plane coming into the gate at the terminal. That Colin guy says, even as a born and raised LA kid, I really dislike In-N-Out's fries. I wonder why that is. I mean, they're not terrible, but they just don't have any flavor. It's like eating cardboard.
You can maintain VFR, frequency improved.
Texas girl who favored us with 10 memberships earlier. Thank you again for that, Texas girl. Says, when will you be at DFW again, Walt?
332 traffic, 3 miles south of you, lining up on final 31 right.
It's possible we'll do another night stream. Well, not tomorrow.
332, do not cross in front of the traffic. Go behind them. Caution, wake turbulence. I
not sure. I got to look at the forecast, Texas girl. We're going to try to do Saturday if the weather is okay. Because we've got that's kind of our day, Saturday. So we'll try to do that from DFW, and I'm not sure if I can do another Saturday or a Friday night and Saturday broadcast. That takes a toll, but we'll see. We'll see. Luke the Random Spotter agreeing on the In-N-Out fries. Thomas Moore says, talking about Rudy, I'm sorry, about Kevin again at Airline Video, says, I believe he mentioned going to Dallas during his San Francisco show, at least the first one. I haven't watched the second show yet. I kind of ducked in, and I had them on the San Francisco shows, but I didn't get to listen to them all because I'm at work kind of working and lurking during all that.
90 seconds and we're ready to go.
So if anybody knows anything more, let me know. I want to be prepared. We have coming at us here in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, Southwest Flight 3389. This is from Kansas City. It is a MAX number 8. Maximus Adamus. Wish I knew if we're going to see that Delta plane, the Delta 717. Keep expanding my radar to see.
Tower, Southwest 55, we're ready to go.
Alright, Southwest 55, RNAV to Nolan, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Nolan, 31 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 55.
Southwest 3389, left on Mike 5, stay gauge.
Left on Mike 5, going to 20, Southwest 3389.
Alright, Bravo Golf Romeo to 20.
Bravo Golf Romeo to 20, Southwest 3389.
Ostate 70, you ready?
I'm going to go Ostate 72 and I'll run up.
Okay, let me know so I can get you released. Southwest 55, contact Lone Star, good day.
Good day, 55, see you.
Texas Girl says, have a good night, guys. I'll see you later, Walt. Safe travels home. Thank you, Texas Girl. And thank you again for your great support of Runway DFW. See you soon. Okay, Thomas Moore is saying that Kevin of Airline Videos Live said about coming to Dallas. I think that's what he said, but I believe someone asked if he'll be there for the Cathay Pacific inaugural. And I do remember that question having been asked, which is next month. And I kind of hope he doesn't come for that because I'll be out of town that week. Yeah, I'm going to miss the Cathay Pacific inaugural flight, which, that's just one of those things. My calendar has a conflict, so, well, at least if he comes, you'll get to see it. And if he doesn't, then we'll get a good look at it when we come back.
South Tower, Ostate 7, we're ready to go when you're ready.
Roger, awaiting release. Remember 65332, are you going to turn around and do another pass?
Now, did you hear that? Gonna turn around and do another pass?
Osage 7 left tower, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
31 left, clear for takeoff. Are we good to send it from Charlie 2, Osage 7?
That's for number 65332, what route are you going to take going to Denton? You want to go over the top of DFW? Okay, I can't do that, but I'll hand you off to the guy who can.
I think we got another helicopter trying to go over the airports. Now, I think I heard a plane.
Number 68332, you can contact DFW approach 125.2.
Okay, it's a plane that wants to go over DFW airport, or a helicopter, or a plane. I'm not sure which. I thought I heard. Okay, well, here we go. Not sure what we got over there, but it's not very big. Tell you what this was in a moment here.
Osage 7 contact Lone Star, good day.
Over to departure, have a great night, Osage 7.
Let's see, what was that? I think it was a Cessna 172R Skyhawk going to Stillwater, Oklahoma. A plane of 13 years of age. Let's see, Dale Helton says, I thought Kevin was coming in the fall. Yeah, I did hear. I don't think there was any specificity. Of course, Kevin is not one to make real long-range plans typically. So, yeah, we'll see. But, you know, if Kevin or Kevin and Rudy can come out here and say hey to us, we'll very much appreciate that. A little after 10 o'clock here, you're watching Runway DFW After Dark here on YouTube. And we're kind of winding down here, I would say. Hoping to bring you the Delta flight coming in from Atlanta, the 717. And I mean, I guess it's possible we missed it, but let's see. ATL to DAL. Show on map. Well, it's 36 minutes away. And I don't know how much activity we're going to get betwixt now and then. Smoke and Slice says, I live on the outskirts of Shreveport, so the Delta will be over me shortly. Jetsetter bound 747 hanging, excuse me, hanging out with us. I just got so much in my mind I can't go to bed. Well, we'll
Tower Falcon System, Mike Echo, inbound, 31 right.
Falcon 5, Mike Echo, Love Tower, 77, Mike Echo, Love Tower, runway 31 right, clear to land, wind calm.
Clear to land, 31 right, so Mike Echo.
we'll be your background.
Mike Echo, ready to park.
Signature Terminal 1.
We do have a plane on the way in, as you may have just heard. It appears to be a Dassault Falcon 50. Is this a tri-jet? Yes. All right. We get to see a tri-jet tonight, even though we're not at Dallas-Fort Worth. This is coming to us from Destin, Florida. A plane of, whoa, it'll be our oldest plane yet, I think. We'll play the music while it's still in the air there. See that dot in the upper right-hand corner just to the left of our Runway DFW logo? There is the Dassault Falcon. And we celebrate that as being a 20th century aircraft.
4654.
1982.
So that is a 43-year-old aeroplane, which we'll get a little better look at as it heads our way. Still kind of just a dot in the sky.
Maintain we're to contact Lady Bravo airspace. And due to traffic, go either south or downtown, or you can cross midfield at 2000. Attend radar contact altimeter 3009.
Luke says there's an MD-11 getting ready to launch from DFW on the west side. Well, okay. What can I do about that? I'm in the wrong place. But we have a tri-jet of our own. And it's right there. I dare say this one is older than any MD-11 that's flying around.
1082 Love Tower, wind calm, runway 31, let's see which one you said, 31 right, clear land.
Smoker's Lice wants to know if I can see planes launching from DFW where you are, from where I am. I'm kind of on the wrong side of the parking garage to get a good look at that. But I imagine I could if I was over on the west side of the top deck of this parking garage. I know we can occasionally spot some planes from a distance coming into Love Field or taking off from Love Field over at DFW. But all right, for you tri-jet fans. A Dassault Falcon 50, I believe it is. If you squint your eyes real hard, it kind of almost looks like a space shuttle landing. to camera 1, I tripped over the... I didn't trip over the camera, I kind of tripped on the edge of the tripod. Plane makes a lot of noise when it lands, doesn't it? See if we can get a little better focus on that. I hear a heliocopter. It's about to go over us. Well, let's see if we can get the helicopter. I don't know if we'll be successful.
HM10, V14, your departure, resume on navigation, direct shield. Wind calm.
Starry skies tonight.
Left Mike 583.
Roger, so taxi before you be up Mike, Bravo 4, monitor ground 175.
Mike, what was that? Bravo 4 in monitor ground, 5 Southwest.
Smoke and Slice says, Walton, none of the noise from the planes taking off Saturday when you were there at DFW bothered Harper, tiny little girl. So I believe I might take her to Texas Motor Speedway next, LOL. She might be a daredevil like her brothers. Well, get some headphones or, ear protection for her. You don't want her precious little ears to go, you know what I'm saying. You wouldn't do that. You're a good dad. So a nice long look at that Dassault Falcon. This plane, I don't have any 411 on this one as far as where it came from. Let's headed over to the terminal. Flight 1200 from Nashville, Southwest Airlines. 737-800 is about to make a turn to come on in. And we've also got Southwest Flight 2010 coming in from Las Vegas. And that will be a MAX 8.
2010 left, tower, wind calm, runway 31 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 31 left, Alpha.
See, am I getting in that shot? I probably am. Beto Basilio is checking in from Little Rock, Arkansas. And Jet Setter Bound 747 says, my dad's old co-worker now works at the ground crew at DFW. I'm sorry, at DAL, here at Dallas Love Field. Alrighty then. Yonder comes the flight from Nashville.
Left tower, helicopter 414 Charlie with you on the Vista Ridge.
4144 left tower, clear to Bravo airspace, load out to minute 309. Where you going?
Mike 5 Bravo going to 7, Southwest 1200.
Roger, take to the 7 via Bravo, monitor the ground, points and 5.
Mike 5 Bravo, monitor ground, gate 7, Southwest 1200. Have a great night.
Right, you too.
Now it looks like our next arrival's coming in over on the east side. This one, once again, will be Flight 2010 from Las Vegas, MAX 8. Jet Setter Bound 747 says, what's your favorite plane, Walt? Number 1, the 747. How could it not be? Number 2 on my list is the, and we're talking about the commercial passenger planes, so I don't get into military planes. Number 2 on my list is the Airbus A340-300 with little hairdryer engines. And I think number 3 on my favorite airplanes list would have to be the 757. Smoking Slice says Delta Flight 1104 over Kilgore, Texas right now, in East Texas. Jet Setter bound 747, despite his screen name, says for me it's the Embraer 175, small and delightful. Well, I've never been on one, Embraer 175, but those are kind of nice looking planes. Of course, I have never been on a 747 either, and I've never been on an A350-400, I mean A340-300, that's what I meant to say.
Fort Charlie landing at Biz JPSL with discussion now movement area when calm.
Copy, landing on risk, Fort Charlie.
And Smoking Slice says, I call the 757 the Harper, since she was born at 7:57 a.m. Coincidence? And he says, for talking about military planes, would be the B-52, commercial would be the MD-11. I love seeing the MD-11. I'm not a fan of its design. I just noticed, because it's so clear tonight, I think I'm looking in the right place. I'll show you in a minute. Is that Cedar Hill? I'm all kind of, let's see if that's, yeah, I think that would be Cedar Hill. Those are the antennas we see from DFW Airport in the background as planes are taking off to the south. And so that's the view of it from our vantage point here at Love Field. Chris G says the L1011 was a cool experience when I was a kid years ago. Yes, I think the L1011 was my first wide-body experience. As I recall, it was a flight from DFW to Chicago, on American Airlines. And I also was on at least several DC-10s back in the day. Adam Drawbaugh says, thank goodness of no high winds tonight. That is very true. It is almost dead calm here. I've got one thing to look at as we wait for planes. It's a very starry night. But I'm looking for the moon. Gotta dial down the exposure here so that we can see it. Let's see here. La-di-da, la-di-da. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the moon, as seen from Dallas Love Field parking garage C. It's about a half slice tonight. Yeah. And we're doing a little stall, folks. We are stalling while we wait for our final plane of the night. Delta flight, a Delta 717 coming in from Atlanta.
Get flight 2 left, tag radar contact, leader Bravo airspace altimeter 3009er.
We heard a helicopter, which was contacting the tower here. I couldn't quite make out what they were saying. Tech Spec says, Bravo Moon, bravo. And Adam likes that shot. And Luke says, such a clear shot, you can actually see it moving. Yes. Janice likes that shot as well. Yeah, I'm not panning with it, so you can see the tripod's locked down, so you can see it kind of moving out of our picture. And Whiskey Oscar Whiskey. Yes, 35 Bonanza Pilot says, the mice have been busy. Let me see if I can adjust this gently so that we don't... Keep an eye out for another couple of minutes while we wait for our next aviation action here. Texas Jules likes that shot. John Bowman is tapping out for the night. Catch y'all the next go round. Thank you, John. Thank you, John, for being a member of the channel. Our moderator, Henry Moore, is here. Hello, Henry. Thank you for tuning in. 182Q KTFW says, Firefly just landed a lander on the moon the other day. Another lander from Intuitive Machines will land soon on our moon. Yeah, that's amazing. The as I recall, it's a Texas-based company that orchestrated that moon landing. It sent back some pretty cool pictures. I remember as a child staying up very late one night to watch, what was it called? I can't remember what the name of the probe was. but I think it was the first time we landed anything on the moon. Now, in this case, it crash landed intentionally, but it was sending back in real time still images as it approached the surface of the moon, and my recollection was that the final shot was just half of a frame. And it was very exciting. It was the middle of the night. Huddled in front of the TV set. It was very cool to see. Smoke and Slice, Delta 1104 is 17 minutes away. 17 minutes away. Can I tap dance for 17 minutes here? We can look at the moon. We can look at the skyline. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? I made a commitment to you, the Runway DFW viewer. Of course, if you are looking to go to sleep, this is probably a good way to do it. Watching very little happening, but I'm having fun. Rebalance the main camera so you can get another view of the downtown district here. Well, what are you going to talk about now? I sound like my 8-year-old grandson. What do you want to talk about now, Grandpa? Jet Setter Bound 747 says, how about the Delta plane that just never lands? The stream can continue. Yeah, I don't know. I really wasn't planning a 24-hour stream tonight. And let me, just for grins, take a look at what is on the arrival board. Let's see, it's 10:36.
Southwest 2127 with you, visual 3-1 left.
Oh, 3-1 left. We've got a plane coming in for a landing.
That's 2127 left tire, wind Tom, runway 31 left, clear left.
We're to land 31 left, Southwest 2127.
Southwest 2127 coming in from Chicago Midway, 737-800. So that's coming in shortly. Over on the east side, we'll take a look at that. And as far as departures go, there's nothing left tonight except for something leaving at 11:10, a Learjet going to Houston. So, yes, pretty slim pickings here, but I did promise you we would see the Delta MD-11, and so see the Delta MD-11, not MD-11, the Delta 717. So seeing the 717 we shall. That's a promise from me to you. Rich Carlisle up there in the Hoosier State says, good evening. Hello to you. "7 minutes out," says Chris Milner. Adam Turner, Dallas is beautiful at night. It's a pretty nice looking skyline, yeah, I gotta say. Seth Rubalcaba, sorry, says, Walt as it meters ATC audio often hard to understand. Sometimes I'll hear some jumbled sounds and the pilot will perfectly understand their orders. Well, here's the thing. We're listening to, we don't have a professional radio. It's a scanner. And so it is not as sensitive, and we don't have a big aerial here to pull in all the signals. It's just a little whip antenna. We get pretty good, and so, you know, we hear both sides of the conversation. Now, we should hear the tower perfectly fine here because it is broadcasting from a big radio, but the pilots are broadcasting from their aircraft. So the tower has a much better antenna from which to listen to the traffic coming in on the from the aircraft. So that's why it seems like the pilots can understand the tower, or the tower can understand the pilots better than we can sometimes. But it is true that a lot of the controllers have a pace of talking, which is, some of them have it are a lot faster talking than others. Some almost sound like auctioneers sometimes. That's not a criticism, as long as the pilots can make out what they're saying, of course.
So tired off 1104, visual 219.
That's 1104, left tower, wind calm, runway 31 left, clear to land.
31 left, clear to land off 1104.
But you will have noticed that the pilots have to repeat back what the tower says, and so, you know, there's documentation that they have to make in real time about what they're hearing.
That's 2127, which gate?
Go to gate 16.
Right, taxi to 15.
Luke says the radios in the planes have more power and pick up the signal much better. Scanners are pretty low power, so they tend to cut out a lot.
Go Charlie Golf Short Romeo, contact ground.
Charlie Golf Short Romeo, contact ground, southwest 21.
All right, we're about to get back to some action here. The Delta plane is on final, flight 1104 from Dallas. Or from Atlanta, I should say. The 717 is headed in. Is it going to come on this side? I think. I can't tell yet. But there it is there in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. The Delta 717 arriving from Atlanta. Flight 1104. It's a 20-year-old aircraft. And we're just kind of hanging out for it because we just don't see this plane very often at DFW. I think the only other U.S. airline that flies this type, aside from Delta, is Hawaiian, which uses it for inter-island flights. So if you've ever flown between the islands on Hawaiian, chances are you've been on a 717. Douglas Thompson says, while talking about the Delta 717, when Delta gets rid of theirs, Hawaiian will buy them for parts. They love them. So here we go. We won't see too terribly much of this. Well, yeah, we'll see it all right, I guess. But we'll only see it kind of landing, as it will disappear from our view as soon as it touches down, or very shortly thereafter.
Advice Grumman 69 left, car Kaichway curve behind the Boeing 717, 2 mile final, runway 31 left, clear to land, wind calm.
That is that. So I'm glad we hung out for that. I'm looking at it on a replay here. Got a pretty good look. Delta 717. Okay.
1104, turn right, Charlie
Well,
7, Lima Delta to the route monitor ground.
We're about to bring you our exclusive Runway DFW feature. The chat extravaganza. If for those of you who are unfamiliar, that is where we, as I pack up my stuff here, you have the opportunity to watch me pack up as we play music and chat amongst yourselves in the chat room. That's pretty much it. But I think that's going to be it for us. So let's do this. You've been watching Runway DFW live from Dallas Love Field tonight. I will be back with more Runway DFW coming up later this week. I don't know if it'll be Friday night or Saturday. We're going to try for Saturday, and we'll see what happens from there. So keep those notification bells turned on, would ya? Now, I would like to thank, first of all, our official channel sponsor, James Webb. Thank you, James, for all of your incredible support for Runway DFW. Thanks to our great moderators, many of whom were here with us tonight, including our newest edition, Smoke and Slice Barbecue, LLC. Thank you to our channel members, as always, new and old. Thank you to our subscribers, and thank you for watching tonight. That's going to do it. We will turn the camera over to our behind-the-scenes camera and play some music, and we'll proceed. But before that, you'll have a chance to put in a little message. We like to play that as we head out the door. So thanks for watching. Chat Extravaganza coming up next on Runway DFW. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Big thank you to Jet Setterbound 747 with $20 super chat. Hey, Walt, just wanted to drop in and say how much I appreciate your stream. Seriously, you bring such a positive love vibe. Is that what it says? And I also look forward to watching. Thanks for putting the effort in to making a fun space. Thank you, Jet Setterbound 747.
much more fun. Double play.
Hello again. It's me, and our chat extravaganza is about to come to a close. I'd like to thank you again for watching and for liking and subscribing and all that stuff. We'll see you again next time on Runway DFW. Happy contrails to you. Until we meet again, thank you so much for your company tonight, and especially for sticking around for chat extravaganza. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
And promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.
Rockin' in the nighttime.